Greetings and welcome. My name is Jake Rayson. I am a forest gardener and a forest garden designer. I've got to be a bit careful here. I've got a rig. Hopefully, let's just check my voice. My levels are okay. I'm speaking a bit of a distance away from the microphone because I've got a drawing I want to show you, and my mobile phone rig is got an elastic band around the microphone, so it's all a bit Heath Robinson, if anyone knows who the hell Heath Robinson is. So today what I wanted to do was talk about a Clifftop Garden that I'm working on at the moment. It's a beautiful little job, really good fun. The owners are great, and they're really into their gardening as well, so it's fantastic. It's a real kind of joy. It's a joy to work on a job like that where someone is right behind you, and it's kind of you can discuss ideas and things. And it's a small space. I think it's about 15-20 meters by about 10 meters, and it's tiered, so it's quite a tricky little space. And so what I've done to get the design process working, this is what I always say about using a plan, is that you can get really hooked up on a plan. And I'll show you. This is one I made earlier. And it's kind of like, this is the dimensions for it, and it's a lot of work. It's using CAD and all the rest of it. And actually, because it's such an irregular site, a regular garden, and the way it's really oddly shaped, that what I want to do is to do it by eye, do it in situ. So this is exactly what I've done. I've created there's going to be some video coming up. I did a walk around. So basically, I'll show you a clip of it because might be quite interesting. So I created a video.
So this is the
talking. So this is a video of me. I can't figure out how to listen to the audio as the video is playing. I haven't figured that out yet. And let me just kind of get my face out of the way a little bit. Make me little. There we go. And I'm just talking about where the pergola is over this end, and then the windbreak hedge, looking back at the house with the two things, and there's going to be a hedge here. And what I'm doing basically is just to mark out the path with bamboo and string, and that is actually a really good way. And walking it and sitting and standing and looking and trying to figure out where stuff is going. There might be some steps up there. There might be a little path around here. This is the view down across the valley. You can see the front of the house, and but you need to, if you do it in situ, particularly with a small space, it's an awful lot easier. Now, I think I'm not terribly sure how long this is going to go on for. So it's kind of, this is the view from the pergola. So you get the idea. Mark out, if you've got a small garden, you're actually better off to mark it out bits of bamboo and string, and that's the lawn area at the end. So I'm just going to switch over to my mobile rig. Let me see if this works. Yes. And I've got the right. Which way around is this? Oh, that's right. Yeah. So that's facing south that way, and that's the houses over this side. And what we do, I've done the path basically. There's a bit here as well, which I haven't drawn on. There's two beds over here, and then there's a path that goes around, and it comes back up again, and it goes around, and then that's the pergola here, with a bit of an excess area, free hard standing area out the front, and then the lawn is over this side, and there is a wooden fence all the way along the front. And I've kind of measured it up roughly so that I can just figure out what kind of plants I can put in and where they'll go. And I'll sketch this. I mean, let me show you the other one. I'll sketch this and I'll put it on here. This is facing north. It's the other way around. But I'll sketch the path out and I'll put it on there just so it's there, and I can get a planting plan and share it, and it's much easier to share than using a paper. But it's still actually kind of quite handy. It's really handy to have it written out on a piece of paper because it's so irregular. And the key thing is always ask yourself, why are you doing, what's the purpose of a plan? The purpose of the plan in this instance is to figure out how many plants I can put in, what size plants they can be, what the conditions are, what spaces are we talking about, and then putting always going on the site itself, and then seeing if those plants will fit there. So this gives you an idea of things. So it's, you know, they're quite small beds, 1.25 meters wide by 4 meters deep, and then it's got the precipice off the edge. But this is the kind of ideas. These are the kind of things that you need to think about. And to help in that process, I mean, this is actually something I found really, really handy. Let me just show you on this page here, slideshow Bob. Let me bring up this is Telegram. So what I do with Telegram is actually, Telegram is like WhatsApp without being by Facebook. What I found it really, really useful for is making notes, because you can put pictures in and you can write stuff as well. I mean, I've got a note making app, but it's hard to get pictures in it, whereas this is actually a really, really nice way of making notes. And so I've just kind of taken photographs on the site. Let's see if this will work. Yay, there we go. And I've said, okay, so this is the entrance to the site, and then you've got you can see the path. You don't know if you can see, it's not particularly clear. The path goes round, and it's like this zigzag, and it's kind of like a Japanese garden. I don't, I know a little bit about Japanese gardens. I read a book. I've been to a couple of Japanese gardens, but the idea that the tea house is not, it's never a direct path to the tea house. It has to be a journey, and it's a journey that's important. And here you get taken to the front of the drop off twice, and it's different views. So you get like a different view each time, and there's like, you can see bits past things, and it's never exactly clear. So you go round and then round and then round again, and then into the pergola. So it's kind of good. So I can get this, and I've written notes as well. And then what I'm going to be doing, this is the view from the entrance. So that's the first view, and then it's like, oh, this is the bed, and the measuring the bed, and so I get an idea of the plant. So that's another bed, the triangle bed on the left hand side. There's a hedge, yeah, and you can take photographs and measurements, looking back at the house and the bed. So you just got, it's a really nice way of being able to build up a picture. The first bend on the path, the view from the first bend. So it's kind of really, really good. Oopsie, where are you going? Oh, with that one. It's downloading it. So you get the idea. You get this idea of using Telegram or WhatsApp, and you say, well, I don't know if you can do it in WhatsApp actually, but these are saved messages. They're messages to myself, and using it as a note-taking application. So it's absolutely brilliant. It's really, really good. And so that combined with this, and then using, let me get back to using CAD, and then combine that with the CAD, and it's great. It's like, yeah, I can put it all together and then get all the plant ideas and what will fit where. So really, really exciting. So yeah, I hope that's kind of interesting. This has been very good for me actually, just to be able to talk through. I wonder why it's not. Oopsie. Yeah, it's very good for me to be able to talk through the different photographs as well, because you just kind of get this idea. And then when it comes to the end of it, it's just fantastic. It's like, oh yeah, no. It's just like this. I don't know if it'll load. This is the view from the pergola with a path, and that little stick there is going to be the wooden fence. So it's great, and they're going to be like wildlife shrubs, a lot of scent, and a lot of wildlife and wildflowers, UK native wildflowers as well, and some edible fruit, and yeah, just some really gorgeous plants. So it's just totally exciting, really exciting job. Anyway, I hope that's all. I hope that's good, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I shall see you again soon. Next Monday is a forest garden beginners forest garden workshop. It's Monday 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. and then Wednesday is the live stream. I'm talking about dead hedges. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.